What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Brian Mark coming at you with another episode of this channel, and this episode is going to be a lot different. I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A for my Instagram audience, and we're going to do behind the scenes and show you guys what this looks like. So I do these every single day, so if you're not following me on Instagram, @TheRealBrianMark, go follow me right now. But I do these every day for my audience, so decided I was going to do them for my YouTube to see if you guys like the style of content. So this is going to be a Q&A that I'm doing for my IG audience. Let's go. Also, side note, I'm almost at 100,000 followers, 97.6K. Now, because you guys are watching on YouTube, I want to give you guys a behind the scenes on like why I'm doing this. Number one, makes the time go by super fast. Number two, the more you give to your audience, the more they give to you. So I always want to be depositing value and making sure that like I'm always giving more than I ask for. So let's give some fucking value. Let's change some lives today. What's going on Instagram? It is your boy, Brian Mark, coming at you guys with another one of those things we do every day, right? Cardio and Q&As. You guys like those, right? Hope so. So as you guys are tuning in, everyone's having the best day of their entire lives. You guys know what to do, right? You ask me questions and I give you answers that hopefully don't suck. So as you guys are tuning in, ask me questions, I'll answer them. How would you land 10 clients by the year's end? Dude, it would be fucking easy for you to land 10 clients by the year's end. I'm gonna give you an easy strategy. All you have to do is execute. If you wanna land 10 clients before the end of the year, post 5 times a week on your newsfeed. The posts that you're posting on your newsfeed, two value posts that are so valuable that your audience can get results for free without hiring you. Post 2 before and after photos, or like one of you and your best story and one of you or your clients, and post 1 connection post. On your Instagram stories, start taking your audience on a journey throughout your day and documenting everything you're doing, and do 2 calls to action per week. Then, once you're producing 5 pieces of content per week, send out 10 to 25 DMs per day to people that are interacting with your content. Your goal is to book 3 to 5 phone calls per week with people who are engaging with your content. When you book 3 to 5 phone calls per week, your goal should be to get yourself to close 1 in every 3 calls. If you can book 3 to 5 calls every week and close 1 to 3 calls for the next, there's 6 weeks left in the year, 5 weeks left in the year, you will be at 10 clients. It's easy to do. The reason that most people don't do it is they're like, but I don't know how to post, or I don't know what to post, or I don't know what platforms to post on. Like, you guys just overthink fucking everything. So go take action. 5 posts, 2 value, 2 social proof, 1 connection. Document your shit on your stories on a day-to-day basis. Then when people engage with your stories or reach or follow you or like your content, send messages out to people that are interacting with your content, book calls and make sales. All right, I got a question. Should we drop a Black Friday giveaway if you have a few prospects waiting to pay today? So that's a great question. I would get a hold of those prospects now, and I would get them I would get them into the program as soon as possible. I think that there's never like an optimal time to drop a giveaway or a flash sale, because you're always gonna have prospects that you're actively talking to. So there will always be that, but if I were you, I'd be trying to close them as soon as possible, because if they're gonna pay today and they see the giveaway, they might be like, oh, I'm just gonna enter that and hopefully I might win. Which you might still get some of them that will do that, and you just have to frame it as like, Kyle, I love that you want to enter the giveaway, that's amazing, but you told me you have 30 pounds to lose, and hoping to win the giveaway is like buying a scratch and win lottery ticket as your like security of your financial future. So you told me you really want this, let's stop fucking around, let's get started right now. So you would have to call them out, but should you drop a giveaway when you have clients that are waiting to pay? I would try to close them as soon as possible, but I also wouldn't change up my entire marketing strategy because one client's trying to pay. I would just be prepared to have to overcome the objection of like, I'm just gonna enter the giveaway. And the way that you would do that is by reminding them of their goals and why they reached out to you in the first place, and then telling them that entering a giveaway and hoping to win and hoping to lose 20 pounds is like buying a scratch and win lottery ticket to secure your kid's financial future. Like, it's just like, doesn't make any fucking sense. What is the best skill do you think for social media marketing agency? Is that a fucking actual question? Did you just ask me what the best skill is for a social media marketing agency? What the fuck do you think? What's the best skill for a personal trainer? Are we fucking joking? Is that a question somebody just asked me? Fucking social media. What do you mean? what's the best skill for a social media marketing agency? Understanding social media. Like if you understand social media, that like fucking question blows my mind. If you understand social media, you shouldn't be asking that fucking question. And if you don't understand social media, why the fuck would you start a social media marketing agency? Man, I think that like, there's no way you just ask that question. There's no way. It's the best skill for a personal trainer. I don't know, being fucking fit? That's crazy. Don't start a fucking business you don't know anything about, okay? That's my first piece of advice. If you're asking what skills you need to understand as a social media marketing agency, you are in the wrong fucking game. Get back to learning. Go post on social media. Study the algorithm. Get consistent. I'm not hating on you, by the way. I think it's great that you have entrepreneurial spirit, but don't start a fucking business when you're literally asking a question like, what skill do you need to learn to start a social media marketing agency? You clearly don't have the social media. That would be the fucking skill. Because if you were that skilled at that one thing, like you don't need other skills because you could use social media to market your social media marketing agency and people would be very interested because you're so good at social media. That's the skill. Shit's fucking crazy, man. By the way, where are you from, brother? I'm from, well, my mother and my father had me. but my father is from Ethiopia and my mother is from Canada. So I'm half Ethiopian, half Canadian. I was born and raised in Canada though. Good morning, what's up? How to get a lower chest like Andrew Tate? I don't know, go fucking ask Andrew Tate. Give me some questions that fire my creative juice, all right? Any solution to get uneven chest or to even your chest out? Any solutions? Isolation exercises would be like the #1 thing that I would recommend, which is actually something I've been doing a lot more, not by choice, but because my coach made me. I'm a very like creature of habit, so if I keep doing the same thing over and over again, like I can just like get stuck in a habit. But my coach has me doing a lot of like isolation work, so if you've got one area of your body that's unbalanced, then I'd recommend doing isolation work. I have a funny story for you guys, now that we're here. If you watched my live stream from yesterday, I told you guys that I'm making the commitment to only do things that set my soul on fire. I'm also making the commitment to only have conversations that I actually give a fuck about. And so I just refuse to engage in like low-level dialogue. So if you guys ask me questions that stimulate my brain, I'm all for it. But if you ask me a question that I think is stupid, I'm just gonna tell you. No offense.
I got a question if they don't.
All right, my videographer's got a question.
If you were only able to use one tactic to book clients for the rest of the year, what would that one tactic be?
I would post social proof every fucking day, and I would book calls with people that send me DMs. If I was only able to do one thing, like one thing, hey Brian, somebody's got a gun to my head. You're only able to do one of the things that you know how to do, you smart boy.
You have to make $10,000.
You have to make 10K, and I'm a personal trainer. I would post before and afters every fucking day. Every single day. That's what I would do. And then people that would reach out to me and interact with my content, I would book calls with them and I would sell them my program. And if I didn't have a lot of before and afters, the first thing I would do right after watching this video is I would go start a free 14-day challenge so I could collect a bunch of before and afters, and then I would market the fuck out of those so that when January 1st comes around, people look at my social media, they're like, dude, have you seen all the fucking transformations Brian's been pulling up? That guy's on fire right now. Shit, I want to work with him when I need to work on my fitness goals. So if I could only do one thing, in the next 45 days to land clients before the end of the year, I would post social proof every fucking day. Now, obviously, if you're in the CLA, there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. If you're in the 10K Mastermind, there's a bunch of other stuff you can do. But Nick did ask me the question, so that would be the only thing that I would do. Hi, name. I've been stalking your Instagram profile. Okay, wait. Pause. Somebody just tried to sell me a service on my own fucking live, and they didn't even have the fucking ball sack or the attention to detail to pull out hey name. It literally says, hi name, I've been stalking your Instagram profile and I'm loving your content. I have some wild ideas for a potential collaboration that could shake up the gram. You're a fucking idiot, okay? You're literally copying and pasting that and you forgot to take out hey name? What the fuck? Dude, this is why there's so many broke entrepreneurs on social media. That's why. You're fucking lazy. Why are you spending time going out there and sending DMs that are dumb as fuck where you forget to take out hey name? Like, this is clearly copy paste, when you could just spend all that time building your own personal brand. And if you built your own personal brand, you wouldn't have to go to other people's profile and beg them for business. I can't handle it. I'm taking the gloves off, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Stop lead genning other people's fucking profiles when you got nothing going on. And if you're gonna do it in a way that's like creative enough to get my attention, not copying and pasting a dumbass comment like, hi name. How many people have you sent that to today? Do you think lives or reels work best? Different contexts. So that's a great question though. So lives are really great at building a relationship with your audience. Reels are really good at getting seen by more people. So reels should be the strategy that you use to expand your audience, and lives should be the strategy that you use to deepen the relationship with the audience you already have. So they're both super effective. They just have different uses, right? Like a hammer is not more effective than a screwdriver. Like it's like in certain scenarios, like you'd want a screwdriver rather than a hammer. So it's like, it depends what your goals are. If your goal is to grow on social media, definitely reels. If you are, maybe you have a big profile and you want to start developing a deeper relationship with your audience and getting them to know you, like you, and trust you, then going live more often is a good strategy. If your goal is to grow on social media and to strengthen the relationship with your audience, then having a live stream schedule and a posting schedule is definitely a good idea. So it isn't that one is more effective than the other. They're both useful, but just in different contexts. Posting ideas to lead up to Black Friday 25-hour sale. So I've already done a cheat sheet for this, so I'm just gonna say DM me with the word cheat sheet and I'll send it over to you. But yeah, I already covered that in a cheat sheet, so I don't want to talk about that on the live. What are your thoughts on IG ads, bro? If you can't market yourself on Instagram using the free tools that they're giving you to get to $10,000 a month, don't waste your money on ads because you don't understand marketing. And if you don't understand marketing and then you start gambling in a game that you don't understand, you're gonna lose. So my best advice is if you're thinking about considering like doing ads, ask yourself the question like, is my content popping on social media? Because if your content isn't popping on social media and you start doing ads, like you don't know how to create popping content, so all your ads are gonna suck. And you're spending money now when you can literally play the free game. And the free game is like when you get better at content and your content starts to go viral and get saved and shared, etc., like you're gonna get a bunch of people come to your profile for free. That's like, you don't have to pay for that. And so I think that ads is a strategy that you can use if you already have $25,000 a month. You have a team in place to help you with the inbounds and you have sales systems that have been proven to work and your content is popping. Cool, run ads. If that's not you, then ads is a waste of time. Like when I was running my fitness business, you guys, like I built my entire business to $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 a month. The only reason I even started entertaining ads was because I had like 7 or 8 trainers on my team and I wanted to give them clients. Like I was fucking full, like I always had clients, but I wanted to give them clients. So that was the only reason. But you can get your fitness business like 25K a month without ever touching ads. I have clients that have gotten their fitness business to 300K a month without ever touching ads. So I think ads is a strategy. I don't think it's the strategy, especially getting started. Like when you're getting started as an entrepreneur, like the goal is not only to make money, but to keep as much money in your pocket as possible. Those should be the 2 primary targets, which is another side note why I fucking love the Change Lives Academy and the 10K Mastermind, the $1 Million Mastermind, because our program is by far the best in the market and we're also the most affordable. Like all my competitors are charging $2,500, $3K a month. So like, yeah, sure, they can teach you how to make $3 to $5K a month, but then you have to pay all that to the mentor. I think it's fucking stupid. The goal when you're an online coach is to make more money and to keep as much of it in your pocket as possible. Like that's when you're growing a business, right? So if you're making $3K a month, Hussein, and you're like, I'm gonna start with ads, and you start spending $100 a day, that's $3 grand a month. And let's say you don't know how to convert them because you haven't taken the time to learn the fundamentals that you could have learned in free marketing. Now you're getting all these people come to your profile, you don't know how to convert them, you just blew $3 grand, right? So I don't think ads is a strategy that you should utilize until you're at a point in your game where you're consistently booking 5 to 10 calls a week, your social media is popping, you're at $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Maybe consider ads at that point. But I don't even think ads is the move at that point. Like, I think once you're at $10,000 to $15,000 a month, the next move is to hire 2 or 3 people to help you buy back some of your time. Hire a virtual assistant, hire a community manager, hire a shadow coach. then you can just spend more time on your content that's popping. And then let's say you get to a point where like, you've got 3 people on your team, you're making 25, 30, 40 grand a month, and no matter how much content you put out, your income still isn't growing, then I would do ads. So it's like, ads is putting the cart before the horse. It's like looking at your baby that's like crawling on the ground and be like, run a marathon. Which doesn't make sense, like it's just not the next step. Is it a step that you can use to grow your business? Yes, but for 99% of the trainers watching this live, it's not the one that I would focus on. How do I approach this problem? When somebody doesn't believe that my program will help them with their insecurities. In a sales conversation, one of 2 things happens. Either you sell them on your program and how it's gonna benefit them, or they sell you on their limitations and their insecurities. It sounds to me like you got sold. It sounds to me like you got sold and you bought their limiting beliefs. You bought the fact that they have insecurities and that your program is gonna help them. Like you bought that. Like, the way that I approach all sales conversations is I'm so fucking certain that my program's gonna change their life that my certainty overrides all of their doubt. So it's like, it doesn't matter what objection you're facing. It could be their insecurities, it could be that they don't have time because they've got kids, it could be they don't have the money, it could be they can't commit right now because it's not New Year's. No matter what objection you're facing, your certainty will overcome their doubt. And in a sales conversation, the person that is the most certain, not even a sales conversation, in conversations in general, the person that has the most certainty will be the one that influences the others. So it sounds to me like this is a lot less of like, how do I approach a situation where the prospect doesn't think that my program will help them with their insecurities. It sounds more like a situation of like, how do I start to believe in my program more? Because when you can actually believe in your program and you actually know for a fact that it's going to change people's lives, you're able to have those conversations that are hard. Like, listen, I get it. I know that you've like got some insecurities and I understand that, but I promise you that like, you know, I've helped hundreds of women completely transform their lives, lose 10 pounds or more, and I'm so fucking confident that we'll be able to get you there. You just have to try. And I can't be the one to make you take the leap of faith, but I can promise you that once you take that leap of faith, I'm not gonna let you fail. So are you willing to continue doing the same things that you've been doing for the last 3 years that have caused you to gain that 20 pounds? Or are you ready to make a fucking radical change in your life with my help and my support to help you get you there? The importance of vision and success. Oh, that's a good fucking question. I think it's fucking everything. Like, I literally think it's fucking everything. I think vision is so important that it's the first thing that I do when I start my morning every day, and it's the last thing I do before I go to bed. I think vision is fucking everything. Because, man, like 10 years ago, I was literally addicted to drugs, living in a trailer park, had like no fucking money, no reputation. I was a thief, I was a liar, but the only thing I had was vision. So like my own life is a testament to the possibilities of vision. Like, I'm telling you, the main thing that changed my life was getting a vision that was so fucking crystal clear that I could practically like see it, touch it, taste it, feel it. Like, that was the main thing that changed my life. So I start my morning every day by listening to my vision video, and that's how I end my day too. It's that fucking important. Vision is everything. And the reason I think it's so important is like, so many people look at this present moment and they judge the success of their life based on the results that they're getting in this moment. And so if you look at your bank account and it's at negative, you look at the amount of clients you have and it hasn't grown. You look at the amount of inbound leads that you have and it's not growing. It's so fucking easy to get discouraged. It's so easy to be like, this isn't working, this isn't for me, like I gotta quit. But when you have a vision and you're like, okay, the reason that I'm grinding so hard is so that I can be the one that provides a financial security for my family. Like, the reason that I'm grinding so hard is so I can be the one to retire my wife. The reason that I'm grinding so hard is because I know that it's possible for me to be making $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 a month. And then you just like remind yourself of why you want to do it, what your actual goals are, and you believe that it's possible. Like, that's what's gonna get you through the hard days. Because there's gonna be like a lot of fucking people don't get this. Like, there's a lot of days where you wake up and you're just not motivated to do the fucking work. You hate the thought of going to the gym. You hate the thought of posting on social media. You hate the fact that you have back-to-back meetings. You hate the fact that you've got to do a podcast or you got to do a post. You hate it. But if you can get yourself to remember what your vision is, and you can start to align yourself with that version of you, like the powerful version of you that accomplishes all of your goals, like if you can get yourself in that place, it's like you can start to act from a new identity. So I think vision is literally fucking everything. And obviously, like, I'm not the only person to talk about this. Will Smith talks about this. Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about this. It's like, you gotta have a vision. You gotta know exactly what you want. And I feel like I'm the fucking messenger for you guys that are listening to this live stream right now, because I was you. Like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I was struggling financially. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I had like lost my sense of purpose. I was partying, I was drinking, I was doing dumbass shit. And in 10 years, I was able to radically transform my life to a point where, like, man, I'm living the fucking dream. So vision is literally everything. Vision is literally everything. It's so important that it says in the Bible, without vision, we will perish. And like, I'm not a religious person, but if you look at the evidence, everywhere all around us, it's like there's a lot of great fucking people that talk about vision. I'm a believer that success leaves clues. Vision is fucking everything. I think it's like the most important part of success. It's everything. Best advice for getting the fuck out of your head and overcoming self-limiting beliefs, going to watch your most recent vid after this too. Approach your comfort zones and be willing to step into them. Be willing to step into them. Like, if there's something that you're afraid of, do it. You're like, oh, I'm afraid of going on live, do it. I'm afraid that this month I won't be able to sign any clients. Well, actually do the fucking work that's gonna lead to signing clients and prove yourself wrong. I'm afraid that this business is gonna fail. Don't fucking quit and prove yourself wrong. I'm afraid that I'm not good enough. Keep showing up and prove yourself wrong. Like, the way that you guys overcome self-limiting beliefs is you smash through them, you emerge on the other side, and you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Like, for those of you guys that have ever invested in my mentorship program, the CLA, it's fucking awesome. If you haven't invested, you should. But there was a lot of like self-limiting beliefs where a lot of you guys are like, is this guy real? Is this gonna work? I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if it's possible for me. And then when you break through and you invest and you make money back, like, that is like an indicator that success is on the other side of your comfort zone. And so if you have self-limiting beliefs, you need to continuously prove yourself wrong. And you need to continuously approach those self-limiting beliefs. Like, you have to approach them and you have to attack them. Like, anytime you're afraid of something, like, oh, I don't want to invest because blah, 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 attack it. Or like, oh, I'm afraid that like I'm not gonna make enough money this month, attack that. I'm gonna make as much money as I possibly can. Like, identify what your self-limiting beliefs are and then attack them. And that's the thing, is like, guys, all of us have self-limiting beliefs, including me. Nobody likes to admit it. And my definition of a self-limiting belief, because that's a fucking phrase that gets thrown around a lot, is like a thought that you keep thinking that holds you back from success. And most of the time, this is the fucked up thing, is that most of the time, the thoughts that we think that holds back from success are not stuff that we're consciously aware of. Like for me, I'm leading my company right now to $10 million. And I didn't even know that I had a self-limiting belief that it was hard to hire people. But when I lost a couple team members, that started to come up. Like, it's so hard to hire people, I'm not gonna be able to find people, it's so hard to hire people. And then I recognized, I'm like, whoa, that's not true. Like, that's not a belief that I'm willing to accept. And then I attacked it. It's like oftentimes, like, this is how it unfolds. As you're heading down the entrepreneurial path and you're like carving your way to success, you're gonna have thoughts, negative emotions, negative feelings come up that will say things to you that will try to hold you back from success. And it's based on your past conditioning. And what you need to do is, when you have one of those fears come up, like, I'm not gonna make it, all my clients are gonna drop off, I'm not gonna make enough money, you need to identify what that fear is, like shine a spotlight on it, and then attack it. Like, fuck that, I'm gonna make more money. And then when you attack it and you emerge on the other side, you're gonna realize you're a fucking beast. When you do that over and over and over and over and over again, you start to realize that you're just a bad motherfucker. And you just attack shit that fucking scares you, and you just go after your fucking goals. It just takes time though. Like, the one piece of advice I can give you when it comes to like self-limiting beliefs and like overcoming them is to never fucking quit. Never quit. Never throw in the towel. Never fucking give in. Never fold, never surrender, never raise the white flag. Like, if you're gonna fucking quit, don't even get started in the fucking first place. Stay working at your 9 to 5. And it's like, Rebecca, I know that this resonates because I know you're in the academy. If you love being an online coach, you love transforming people's lives, you love being able to make an impact, you love being able to take care of your kids without worrying what your fucking boss says, if you love that, then welcome to the grind, baby. It's a part of it. It's a part of it. Welcome to the fucking grind. How do you get out of your own head? You show up and you do the fucking work. It's not always gonna be easy, and oftentimes you're not gonna feel like it. But when you have that vision, You know exactly what you want, you know why you're doing it, why it's important to you, and you can remind yourself of that every single day, and you never, ever, ever fucking quit, and you attack all of your limiting beliefs with this like ferocious intensity, man, you become unstoppable, baby. Shit, that's 30 minutes. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys got some value. Let's see. Love your confidence, I love your face. Thank you. See you in January at We Do Transformations. Let's fucking go. What is the best approach to send cold DMs? You don't fucking send cold DMs. Can you give me ideas to starting creating content on YouTube? I'm not like a YouTube expert, so I just say document your shit. Thanks, Brian, I needed that. I'm gonna smash them because my why is bigger than my fears. I love that. Cool. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys got some fucking value. If you did, and you wanna work with me and my team, we're doing it's Black Friday week, baby. It's Black Friday week. If you wanna work with me and my team, DM me 45% off, and I'm gonna get you into the discount that we have right now for the Change Abs Academy. Peace. All right, guys, so we do that every single day, 5 days a week. It helps with my cardio because I literally look down, I'm like, oh shit, 30 minutes is already done. It helps with my cardio. It also gets me in flow state because when people like ask me questions, it starts like firing my brain, which is a really great place to start when you want to start the day off right. So that is all done. We're good to go. And that is like, yeah, if you're following me on Instagram, you guys get to watch those every day. But I love doing those. It's like my favorite, just getting to serve students. And honestly, getting to roast people too. It's fucking funny. So hopefully you guys got some value. If you did, cool. Subscribe, like, comment on this video, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this stuff, because I'm obviously just experimenting with this. And if you do, I'll do more content like this. But if not, peace and love. Have the best day of your motherfucking life. We'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Let's go.